Attraction is so incredibly bizarre. It's the most natural thing, and it's so weird. This person met for the first time yesterday, and it described here the tension in the body, the discomfort, and it was like there was still like proximity for a while, and there was complete honesty, and then there was almost like a limit, and then going home. So that person was just encountered again. And they made it super clear, despite this, like they started to head, like they made it super clear they wanted to date. And it was feeling like it was heading, and I didn't know if it was going towards dating, but wanting to hang out. And this was again super honest that the body doesn't respond comfortably to being around that body. But there's nothing wrong with that person. They're perfect just the way they are, and that this body is uncomfortable. Um, and then also saying my age because I don't necessarily look my age. And this person, I think, quite possibly is like half my age, and that I have nothing to offer, and um, and that this body is not comfortable. And they were like even more all in, like talking and loudly to me as I like walked away down the block. Now, there is like also um, a confluence. So um, years ago, there was getting ready to attend a birthday party at a restaurant. And at that point, there was like something freeing up around sexuality and attraction. And there was just like the movement in intention or in the somewhere in the body mind was um, let it rip. Like there's no need to hide. Um, there's no need to hide or dampen or limit vitality or sensuality, or it was just seen to be the case. And so it just happened to be happening right at that around that time. And then going to the birthday brunch, and like the world like converging toward this being, just drawn in. Even my dear friend was like on the drive home, you are so attractive. Like it was, and and that also is when a man who it really that person registered as gay, like 100%. I actually thought they were dating the person, the guy whose birthday it was. Um, the, the mom of my friend said he is really smitten with you, and I was so confused. I was like, I think he's gay. Um, and then it turned out not exclusively, but mostly of his life, yeah, he was with men, and then had dated a woman like almost a decade ago. Um, and he ended up asking me out, and we're dear friends this day, but we were not compatible. Like literally, like our body fluids didn't match up. Like created, like in taste and in smell and everything. Like created like for both of us like a. But here it didn't bother me. I didn't care. Like I didn't really. There wasn't. It didn't mean anything, but for him it meant something, which is fine. So we're just dear friends. So recently there has been kind of there's been a mantra arising, which is a open-ended question not needing to be answered. What is love? What is love? What is love? So when this fella yesterday on the street was doing his like impromptu kind of tarot reading moment, he said, think about what you want. And the word that came out was love. So it was which that mantra had been going. So I was like, oh yeah, because the mantra or whatever is like that just word came up. Um, so there's no way to know. Indirect experience in a moment, cause and effect collapses. Because how it seems is that when an experience or when a seeming happening is all there is, it's just itself. I don't know how else to explain it. Like it's in thought that there's connection. So it's weird to be saying this, but it also is like, nature seems to also be capable of anything and everything in the dream or whatever. Um, and this like person is coming on hard and fast. And so whether there's connection or not connection, there's no way to know. I don't even know if that's a thing. It's also, I could understand people being drawn. It's happened here a lot. Um, my ex-husband coming, like reiterating multiple times over the course of months, wanting to kind of run off to Italy or run off to Costa Rica or something with me. Um, a friend that I had only ever met on Zoom in this old meditation group that I haven't gone to in a long time was in town. And then when he was in town, asked if I wanted to run off to Kathmandu with him. And then the meditation teacher from that group, like months later, reached out and just started taking me places. And I was pretty clear that I like we can hang out, but was like it felt like wanting to date. And then at some point, this was even more direct. Like lots of people are wanting to date this person, and there's been no like that's not. I don't remember how I said it or what was said. No, I think it was just said that that's happening, and then they stopped calling, and there was it was fine. It's okay. There's no, yeah, nothing. And then the neighbor seems smitten, also much, much younger. And there's been like there was like a way backing away and just being just friendly. And then yeah. So oh, that's all being said, like the what the mind is it's putting pieces together that might not or might not go together. But what it's going to say is that like it's understandable that there could potentially be a draw because there's so little self-consciousness here and it's so empty. It would make sense that there might be people that like when looking here relax or feel seen or because that's happened here like going to the retreat with somebody who's had like the full Monty, all the layers of awakening, and like just the momentary eye contact when he looked around the room, there was uh powerful, powerful, just it felt like brotherhood. Um, and that word does not even come close to the experience of safety, connection, um, like self-consciousness gone, self and other gone, even though like there was a brotherhood feeling, like total relaxation and security in that moment and bond. So whatever is going on here is probably like pittance compared to that person, that body, mind, that being. So I could appreciate that there might be people drawn, but they're not drawn that like probably what it is more than anything, and maybe that's for all of us all the time, is that they're drawn home. They're being drawn home, but home isn't here. It's not here, but it's not here. But it's also like for the like conditioned self, it's a little unnerving. Like I remember this after that birthday dinner years ago, like feeling the power of it when it went felt like it was unleashed, the sexuality, sensuality, vitality, when there was no more restriction, and just like my friend and everybody at the table when they came, and then this guy I didn't even know, and then the waiter, and like everybody just like, and even my friend who's like, there's not attraction, but was like drawn, like just, she was able to just say it. Like there's like, it was like a freaking vortex. It's crazy. So there's a little bit of that right now. Like it might just be a young dude who needs somewhere to live. It might be just an innocent crush on a person that he ran into twice and then thinks it means something. It might be drawn to the emptiness here. And there might be like power in that orienting to love. Like it might like emit or something. I don't know. But there is a respect and a humor. And then also there has been like a lingering um, belief system, conditioning, fantasy around. I wouldn't have necessarily labeled it this way, but just today, before leaving the house, they were listening to Roger Castile, and he was talking about like the primary. I don't know what the heading was, but like the primary delusion or primary selfing motivator or whatever was soulmate. And when that was listened to, it's like, yeah, that's there is some of that here, some idea of somebody that like loves unconditionally, like a being in romantic partnership. Um, and and how and there have been like thought images, little sporadic of some version of that or something. And then like gratitude for that being pointed out. He named that money as one, and then achievement, I think he said, or accomplishment or achievement. So I don't really have those. Like there can be, and it's less and less every day, but like there was some stuff for a time, like rescue fantasies around finances or lottery or fantasy around having more or something. But it's just so clear that there's absolute sufficient money. Um, even though there's debt. Like um um it's not suffering. Well, I can't know that. Like we don't know it till it goes away. So it probably a lot of it did go away. Um, but there might still be some. I can't really know. Um, but yeah, the soulmate thing. I wouldn't have called it that, but it put the bill. It fit the bill. Footed the bill. So it was just like funny timing for that. Like, what is love? And then that soulmate pointing out that the soulmate delusion, and then this interaction with this fella after like yesterday running into him and like coming up like love coming to mind and I don't remember when it came to mind. Yeah, love came first, the word, and then there was a momentary thought of like that soulmate idea, and then there was also an undo, like a ooh, but not with this guy, like magical thinking. Like if I think it here now, is it going to happen with like I don't want it here. I don't want that with this guy. Like so, and then there's also like a magical thinking about life, like just fucking with me, and it it might be like yeah, there's like checking in right now, like the slowing down, like the oneness, like the conditioned, the body is responding like with escalation or elevated energy because the conditioning is that it's important to be, as a woman, it was important to be wanted. And it's also dangerous to be wanted. Like that was, and then I'm bad if like, there was a lot of conditioning in movies and the violence and all the things that happen here, seemingly. I don't know for sure, but um, so I can feel I'm revved up, right? The body's revved up right now. And even like I can smell that guy on the body. There isn't attraction to him, but there is like a socialized glee in being wanted or being pursued. And something right now, like the honest response is that like sadness. That's the closest language. It's basically the body's having a release. It isn't actually pleasant to have someone pursuing when there's no interest. But it is like some sort of currency in our world that it means something, or that then I have value or something to like giggle with girlfriends about or something. If it's like um, titillating news, but it's not, it never has been. I wouldn't ever want that for someone, to want someone who doesn't want you. And it happens. It happens in life. When that happened here, like at 16, it was so painful, so confusing, so hard to not experience it as a um, saying something about a person. There was like inadequacy, or if he only knew, or something. There was something so personal about it. Felt so personal and so confusing. Yeah, I'm also thinking about this friend from program from 12 step who like, was honest about getting an erection when he hugged me and wanting to cuddle with me, and I don't have that mutual desire. So like sobering feels good, not like morally good or bad. It feels honest. There has to be like frankness. Like there doesn't have to be like there is frankness. I want it all. And by that I don't mean stuff. I don't mean shit. I don't want stuff. I don't like it's fine. It's nice. And I know like the person can't want its extinction. And yet the extinction, the freedom, the full Monty is longed for, which given what has been recognized so far, there is a faith, I guess it would be called a faith that it's already the case. And just saying that is like something happens. That's so much better than someone being attracted to me, or a, a penis in my life or something. Like I don't even know. Like I don't even know what partnership is. I don't even know what it is. I don't like that's a label that doesn't actually mean anything because it's so many different things. Interacting with different body minds, it's like different in every moment. It's and it's not it. It's not it's temporary. It does not equal happiness. But happiness is it's right now. It's it's right now. It's this, nothing excluded. And now it's like folded in also what's happening. It's all folded in. Everything gets folded in. It's just like full circle. Nothing needs to be different. There's some seeming remainder, which is a sense now that it's like there's clear seeing hasn't dawned, like completely in this moment. And I don't even know if that's true, but so it's just like looking what hasn't been recognized or touched or hmm. Yeah, there's like a question like what is attraction? What is attraction to someone who's not attracted? And then there's Yeah, the closest language is anger, which what it feels like is like a feistiness and it's not directional. It's not being emitted, or it doesn't feel like it's coming from any direction or going in any direction, but it is like a feistiness. And then there's like, yeah, mutual attraction. It's quite delightful and fun, and it like grows and grows and grows and grows. It's like very playful and vivid and intense and fun. It's just what's happening right now in this moment. They're sitting. The body seems to be sitting. Everything is starting to settle and fall away as far as like anything standing out or intensity. There was a lot earlier of also like not knowing what this is. Like it gets that too gets deeper and deeper levels of like having no idea what this is. Like by this I mean anything and everything. And it was okay. Like it wasn't distressing. It was just very striking. No landing, no foothold. And that there's both like the easiness, the relaxation of the timelessness, the presence, and the like aliveness is crazy chaos in that it's unknowable and on the move, never stopping. There's a little bit of thoughts of guilt and shame and then subtle, just barely. It's just like right here of like even having been on this ride for a few minutes, as if it's like the conditioned belief system is that it's irrational, arrogant, irresponsible, something, which was funny. That's funny. Totally understandable and hilarious. Ridiculous. And still I can like smell that guy's smell, like his cologne or whatever. And there's like, it keeps checking every time. It's like the olfactory registering of it. Is it pleasant? Nope. Is it unpleasant? Nope. It was like subtle unpleasant in that it's it like draws attention. Yeah, that's it. So I think I'll shower. But it's not repulsive and it's not nice. Now there's just like meeting it, it being experienced more directly, more and more directly, like without the label of it being associated with anything. Because in this moment, it can't be located, and it's obviously an experience that's happening, but it's not happening to anyone anywhere, but like experiencing it directly. Or it's being picked up mostly right here, it seems like. I don't know if that's real or if that's a thing. It's kind of like the areas of the tongue, the taste buds, right nostril, right here. A little sweet smelling, but also like base, not like sharp sweet, but like base sweet, like ice cream as opposed to popsicle or something. Then an even smaller little dose of anger or spiciness. Almost like one hair's breadth up the spine or something, the tiniest little amount. It's like wine tasting, living life, feeling the feels. The moment always is just infinitely complex in the sensory field experience and totally neutral and without quality also. And a little like cedar or some sort of like pine, not the needles, like the bark. And one other something. The word that's coming up is citrus, but it's not citrus and like, yeah, that word is more the association with the word than it is what the word represents almost. I don't even know what that means, but that's what's coming up. Okay, this is not like the conditioning is like not proud of this at all. Like this is something to be very, this is wild. Like this is feels utterly, totally out of character for the character of Sarah, but it's coming up. That boy was wearing a dress shirt with a tie and I think cargo shorts and dress socks and like leather boots, as if that means something. But it's like it's cruelty. It's like a cruel judgment thought. Like that means something. Like this is more a grown ass person than that person because of like I'm fucking wearing shorts and I was wearing tennis shoes. Like that's interesting. Like what the thoughts are doing there. Like pushing away or critiquing is fascinating. And it's not just the thoughts, it's like the reverberation in the body of like some sort of like sass or something. It doesn't feel 100% cruel or cold. It has like playfulness to it. Like even saying that boy feels like family members throwing shade. Something that's how it feels. Yeah, that's pretty close. Like, so it's hard to say it because it feels like out of character, but it also is kind of adorable. The 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 snarkiness is like there's not animosity in it, but it the words sound like animosity, or maybe they felt like when they come up and then like about to say it, it felt like animosity. But once it's said, it's kind of funny. I don't know. This is the ride of life, man. It's just doing these things. It's so weird that we like that these are ever believed to be personal or say something about somebody. Like that wasn't chosen. That wasn't a plan. There wasn't somebody doing that. It just came up. And then like, yeah, I'm just seeing if like there's shame. It's more like what Suzanne Chang was saying recently about like there's an experience arising, but people when they're not going through this, they still really think that these things are personal, that it's a person thinking these things about a person. And it's just not that. So it's uncomfortable in that I would never, ever, ever want that person to like hear that because it doesn't mean anything. It's literally some sort of conditioning speaking that ha has never, does not, and will never actually mean anything about anybody. Has no truth value, has no relevance, has no importance, but can really appear to. We fall into these like groups or categories of body minds that then like reiterate some sort of rules. So this is like a reiteration of rules around appearance and clothes, and it's utterly meaningless and yet seems to mean something. It has been reiterated, it has been believed or something at some level. And then there's also even the belonging to groups where there's the belief that it doesn't matter or shouldn't matter. Like that's in there too. And it's not either, but can seem to be both. The birds are so beautiful. There's like the sky is like on like old saint cards or whatever. The blue with the white puffy clouds that are long with some gray and then just birds. They're like the wings will effort and then they coast or they dive. It's a beautiful dream. Beautiful, 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 beautiful dream. Susan was saying that like um initially in her YouTube when she was sharing, she kind of didn't care. She was just is like super vulnerable. Like what's happening here is just sharing, just saying shit. And then started the comments became like something. I don't remember what she said, and then stopped reading comments, good or bad. I think she said because if I read the good, I had to read bad or something like that. And like the comments are totally disabled. And there's like it's naivete in a way. Like the world can be insane. And just like has happened to her, and it sounds like has happened to someone else that is on her channel a lot and being like criticized as fake or whatever when she's being like the most real, like the most real, like just like this is totally rigorously honest. Yeah. And the way some folks like that, like either project or go for the jugular or like the acting out or maybe get activated or who knows, a million things could happen. And then there are going to be folks that are like, you're so honest or thank you. And then probably the vast majority be like, this no interest. This doesn't mean anything because it doesn't mean anything. It's so utterly unimportant and meaningless. Fun little show, life showing itself. It's like in lucid dreaming. Lucid dreaming is the bomb, man. Like after the initial experiences where like there's lucid dreaming and then knowing there's dreaming, like some fucked up shit was like chosen by the dreamer. It's fucked up shit. But then at a certain point it was like really fu fun or weird or like okay, we're gonna go off into the empty abyss and turn off all the sound and light and everything, like just darkness, darkness, dark. Like let's see what's in the darkness. Like but then also like that sense that there's no danger, there's no risk, there's no actual problem or um so it just doesn't matter. Like that's a little bit of the feeling right now. And again, this doesn't has been said before, like the versions of this, like it doesn't mean that there won't be or can't be pain. It's just not suffering. It's just not, it doesn't mean anything about a person. So it's free to be there and not be there. Always has been free to be there and not be there. Oh. Meh. Waka waka.